Hey everyone! In one of my recent videos I showed you how to animate a punch barrage. So today I want to show you how you can animate a kick barrage for your stick figures. And if you also use TikTok, feel free to follow me there. Right there I post short tutorials and other videos. Thank you to my Shunen channel members, and now let's go. For the animation, I use the animation program FlipaClip. I animate at 24 FPS, and for the stick figure I use a pen size of 30 pixels. First I animate the movement before the kick. One leg is positioned further back. This leg then slowly moves forward and the front arm moves backward at the same speed. You can also see that the upper body slowly leans further and further back from frame to frame. I then copy the fourth frame so that it appears twice. This gives the kick more power. To copy a frame, simply click on that frame, select the copy icon and then click on paste. Let's start with the actual kick barrage. To do this, we only have to draw one pose for the stick figure. Upper body is leaning back and you only draw one leg that is standing on the ground. Then copy the frame 3 times so that you end up with 4 copies of the same frame. Now we will draw for the 4 frames 4 different kicks. In the first frame, one leg is stretched out and kicks forward. Draw small lines next to the leg in different places. For the small lines, I use a pen size of 6 pixels. In the next frame, I just draw a few lines and I also draw a line in an arc. It is important that the lines are always in a different position from frame to frame. In the third frame, you can see the leg again. However, this time it is drawn disconnected from the body. This makes the movement appear faster. And then in the last frame, I simply draw a few large and small lines again. In this frame, I also drew a few lines behind the body. Then I stretch the legs a little more with the lasso tool. At the end, I animate the movement after the kick barrage. One leg moves back again and the upper body moves forward. The stick figure returns to a fighting stance with one arm stretched forward. In case you're wondering why you can already see the stick figure's head, my recording program crashed, so I had to redraw and record the last few frames. Speaking of the head, we will now add it by first increasing the pen size to 80 pixels, then clicking once on the screen, and after that add the head into all frames. Our kick barrage still needs a camera shake. I've already done a tutorial on camera movement and camera shakes in general. Feel free to check it out if you like. For the camera shake, go to the beginning of the kick barrage. I use the lasso tool and then move the background down a little in one frame and up in the next frame, and then do the same in the next 2 frames. After that, do exactly the same with the stick figure, but only move the background and the figure a little bit. Otherwise, the camera shake will be too much. At the end, we need to make sure that the kick barrage lasts longer. To do this, click on the 3 dots in the upper right corner of FlipaClip. Then click on Image View. Here you can see all of your frames. However, we only need 4 frames from the Kick Barrage. Then press and hold the first frame of the Kick Barrage and then click on the other 3 frames. Once you have selected all 4 frames, click on the copy icon at the bottom center and then on the paste icon. Now you can copy these 4 frames as often as you like. I pasted them 4 times. This is what the animation looks like now. However, I made one final change to make the movement of the Kick Barrage clearer. I added the leg to the frames where it was not visible. I also draw it bent, as this makes it look as if the leg is repeatedly kicking out very quickly. If you have also made a change at the end, I will show you how to draw the change only in a few frames instead of all of them. Simply go back to the image view, select all copied frames and delete them. Then select the 4 new frames for the Kick Barrage and copy them as explained earlier. That's it for today's tutorial. I hope you learned something new. Now you can like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. See you in the next video. Bye bye.